Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 71th Floor. I'm Elliot.
And I'm Konstantinos.
And this is episode 36,
Mm-hmm.
titled Dreams.
Well, we don't know the title yet, but
Topic, dreams.
allegedly, at first.
It's like Mastermind, you know, when they go on and they're like, what's your topic of... what do they say? It's like they have like a special interest, don't they, on Mastermind, and they're like...
I don't know what Mastermind is.
You don't know what Mastermind is? It's like
No.
a game show where it's like you get asked like certain questions about like a specific topic.
Oh.
That you're supposed to be like really knowledgeable on.
A mastermind.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
They have the mind of the mastermind.
I have the mind of a mastermind.
Dreams.
Yeah, we spoke about this a few episodes ago, actually, and we said we would do a dreams episode. So we said, why not? Let's do it today. Fuck it. And I wanted to do some research, which I have not.
Shock.
But I have it in front of me if we want to reference anything.
There's lots of interesting things about dreams.
I know,
think,
girl. And this comes naturally off of our last episode conversation about all the existential stuff. Dreams is one of them. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I well, kind of not really related, but when I was in uni, in my master's, doing my degree in genetic medicine, there was a master's project, like a dissertation project that you could have done that was doing research into the sleep genes. Did you know that there's sleep genes?
No.
Yeah.
What do they determine?
I think they just... I don't actually
know. Wait. So Is this like if you sleep well or if you've got trouble sleeping, it's determined by that?
So, yeah.
Yeah. I've got good sleep genes.
I have shit ones.
My genes.
New genes. Those are my genes.
Which I think are they in what?
Oh, it's like
Did you get it from your parents? Because
well,
my mum
that's
is
how genetics works, mama.
Yes. So my mum is very much like that. So she can sleep through anything, anytime, whatever. And me and my brother definitely got it. I don't know. I don't think my sister has any issues with sleeping, but my dad is the opposite. My dad has lots of sleep issues, but none of us got it.
I think both of my parents are quite bad with sleeping, and my nan is quite bad with sleeping as well.
Your man?
Nan.
Oh,
Nan. Nana. She. I don't know if it's just like a.
Does it get worse with
person
age?
thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. But you know when they're like, oh, like they exaggerate how bad things are, and she's like, oh, well, I was awake. I went to bed at 2:00 and I was awake at 5:00. So I'm like, well, you didn't sleep for 3 hours, otherwise you'd be like, you know. But she says it, so
Rick has trouble sleeping.
Oh yeah, because he had the sleep gummies.
He takes the sleep gummies. Yes.
I stopped.
Which you also
I
take
ran
now.
out of
Oh,
mine.
you didn't even mention it on the pod.
Yeah, I took them for a month, and I don't know if it was a placebo, but I did notice a difference.
But you stopped?
I stopped because I ran out.
Oh.
And then over Christmas, I didn't take them with me, and I slept more than I normally would, but not... I just felt more tired all the time.
You should just buy some Haribos and say, they're sleep gummies. And take them.
Maybe it would be a lot cheaper.
Placebo.
I could literally have about 10 bags of Haribos for the same price and probably have the same effect.
Yeah.
Or I could just sleep like a regular person.
Like
that would
me.
be nice.
No, I'm very
blessed
that I have zero issues with sleep. Like I could fall asleep right now. I could literally just pop my head on the table and sleep. Which means I take a lot of power naps, which I love doing. 20 minutes. Like every time I'm sitting on the couch doing something and I start drifting, I say, okay, I put everything down.
Okay.
I put everything down and I literally just lay.
Like New Year's Eve?
Yes. And I literally just lay down.
Well, yes.
I lay down. I put my head somewhere. It doesn't matter where. Somewhere. And I take my phone and I say, wake me up in 20 minutes. And I sleep within the 5 minutes.
What the fuck?
I'm dead. I'm asleep. And then I wake up.
I'm asleep.
And then I am asleep.
I am asleep.
And then 20 minutes, my alarm goes off. And I'm like, oh, new person.
Okay, Adela.
Yeah, so I love power naps. No,
the concept of power napping to me does not exist. It would take me longer to fall asleep than I would be sleeping.
Well, yeah,
and therefore
that's
I
the
did
problem.
not try. And I would set an alarm for 20 minutes and I'd be sat there like, okay, my alarm is going off in 19 minutes. Okay, it's going off in 18 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. Oh,
yeah.
what a shame.
You know what helps me sleep? Whenever saying that as if I have an issue sleeping, but every time I go to bed... What? Morphine? Drugs. No. I don't know if that helps anyone else. Comment below. But whenever I took more than 5 minutes to fall asleep, what I do is I start singing in my head. So I play a song in my head and I breathe to the rhythm of the song. And for some reason, that puts me to sleep instantly. Is that weird?
No. They do say this, that if you're struggling to sleep or if
Focus
you're
on
not
your
feeling
breath.
tired, yeah, you're supposed to breathe in and then exhale for like double the amount of time.
Jesus.
So it like tricks your brain into thinking that you're tired.
So you faint and you're asleep.
No, it's okay. It's like a psychological thing, I think, to like trick your brain into thinking that you're tired because you're like, maybe it is oxygen deprivation makes you sleepy.
I think focusing on your breath in general, but that's how I do it.
No, but then this links to what we just talked about.
Oh, then you have
then
trouble
I'm
breathing.
like, oh well, now I know that I'm breathing, and how can I stop knowing that I'm breathing?
So like give me a song like
Sex on the Beat.
No.
Let my body dance.
Like
Hello, Adele.
Okay, so I would go.
I don't know if this is picking up.
Oh yeah, if it's not, whatever. But I'm breathing like.
Imagine this is you go like, and I go
silence. Well, find that part and turn it up, and then I fall asleep, and it's so weird.
Oh, I can't mark it. Oh well.
But yeah, maybe try that next time.
Does Rick not like punch you? Because that would really irritate me. If I could.
No,
hear
I don't do it
going,
loudly. I don't do it loudly. No. I only did it loudly. I only did it loudly now so it could pick up. But like, it's just my normal breathing. But I just time it with the rhythm of the song.
No, when I go to bed and I hear Andres is asleep, I'm like, shut up. It really irritates me because I'm like, I guess maybe it's jealousy. Maybe I'm just jealous that he's asleep and I'm awake.
I think you are. Do you snore or does he snore?
I don't think I snore, but obviously
right. But you've been told you snore.
I only snore usually when I've got like congestion and I'm like laying on my back. That's usually the only time that I snore.
I think I've only snored like maybe 2 or 3 times in my life, and it's always been. What was that?
It's cold.
You just got an electrical shock.
Do you not get this?
Yeah, I get it when I need to pee, and I'm holding it, and I'm like, I get a little shiver.
Have I spoken about this? Like anxiety shivers.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And I like
big.
If I'm doing something
big
that I know like I could fuck it up, like at work, if I'm like pipetting stuff, which like tiny amounts of volumes, and I'm just like, and like I know I could fuck it up, or like when you're making people who do electrophoresis stuff will understand. When you have like
probably
a gel, an agarose gel, Theo will know.
Oh yeah.
It's basically like a gel that looks like jelly, and you have like little wells that you put your samples in, and they're like literally tiny. They're like little rectangles, and your pipette tip is like a point, like a needle, almost fine tip, and you have to like put your sample into the well and not stab the gel. And so every time I do it, I'm like balancing and holding my arm to make sure that it doesn't shiver or anything. Because if you like, obviously, if you stab the gel, then you've ruined the gel.
Right.
Because the whole point is that. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. But like, that's just an example of something that is like very fiddly. And then in my brain, I'm like, don't do it. And then my body's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
No, yeah. I when I'm nervous, I get a lot of that. Like I start feeling cold, and then I start shivering.
Yeah, I've started getting it a lot
sweating
recently at work, and I don't know if it's because of the change in temperature or if it's something else, but I feel like
but again, breathing helps with that.
I'm getting it now because I can think about it, and it's like it's just building, and like, it's going to happen.
I was getting it right before the phone said, both of us.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I was getting it.
Yeah.
I was feeling it.
Damn.
Because you remember, I had to like do breathing on my watch, remember?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm so nervous.
Okay, dreams.
Mama, yeah, is this a dream episode or sleep?
Both?
Yeah, both,
Interlinked.
I guess.
Why am I doing this?
Dreams.
Just
Have you
still.
ever
Had a Krispy
been a
Kreme.
dreams person? Like, have you ever had a dream? Was it crispy?
Yeah. Have you ever had a crispy dream? Was a dream? Was it crispy?
Was it a dream?
Yeah, I'm a big dreamer.
Period.
Yeah. But I've had like, I don't know. I've always had horrible dreams.
Oh.
As like a child. Like I've really had really nasty, horrible dreams.
Disturbed.
Recurring horrible dreams.
Are you a serial killer?
No, I think I just have anxiety.
Same thing.
I used to, yeah, I remember like being 5 and having a specific dream. Do you know the band Kiss?
Maybe.
You'll have seen them.
Oh,
The like face paint with the scary faces and
yes.
so basically when I was like 5, I used to have this recurring dream of me and my sister riding on a motorbike through town, being chased by these killers on motorbikes with like this Kiss.
Oh.
You know the band Kiss with the like the white faces and the like
Yeah.
the like black like markings and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They were chasing me and my sister, trying to kill me when I was like 5.
Wow.
So it would be like probably like every other night I'd go into my parents' room and be like, "Can I sleep in your room?" And they'd be like, "Can you go away? Like just leave us alone."
Yeah, I used to sleep a lot with my parents as well as a kid.
But I don't know what it is. Like there's just something in my brain that just always had nightmares. Would you call them night terrors? What's the difference between a night terror and a nightmare?
I've never heard of night terror. I didn't really have a lot of nightmares as a kid, or even now. What was the last nightmare I had? I don't remember.
Oh, a nightmare is REM sleep, and a not.
All dreams are REM.
No, night
Yes.
terrors, deep non-REM sleep.
What?
The difference, according to Google.
Oh. Dreaming can happen during any stage of sleep, but dreams are the most prolific and intense during REM. See,
Every
we have
time
the
I think
research
of
paper.
REM, I just think of Ariana.
Why?
She had a song on Sweetener called REM.
Oh,
And REM Beauty.
REM bar.
Oh, yeah. That's a weird name for a gay club.
Yeah.
To have been named that before Ariana as well.
It's because it's a rapid eye movement. You have to check out all the trade.
What trade? The 60-year-old men.
Exactly.
I mean, 60-year-olds could be trade, I guess.
Do you keep track of your sleep?
No.
No. I love sleep stats. I love it.
If Sawyer would keep track of her sleep, she'd see that she was asleep for 20 hours a day.
I love it mostly because it's always good. Like, it's always like, oh, you slept
No,
so
mine
well
would be like,
last night.
you woke up 10 times in the night. You didn't have restful sleep for a single minute. Oh my God, Sawyer literally attacked me the other day.
Oh, I thought she just did something.
No, well, not attacked. It was like,
Oh, you said
cute.
this.
Yeah, right. So I was sleeping, and like Sawyer does this. I'm sure this is like a normal cat thing, but she wakes up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and she just craves cuddles. So I'm like, okay, great. So I think it was early Tuesday morning. I was laying in bed asleep. And then I wake up and Sawyer's on my chest and she's like purring in my ear and I'm like, okay, cute. So then I start like just stroking her, like kind of like absentmindedly, just like playing with her chest and scratching her face and stuff. And she, I guess, enjoys it so much that she starts then grooming herself. But in the process, she does this thing where she like licks my hand and then like rubs herself against it. Because I think like for her, she's like putting her scent on to me to then clean her. So she was doing that, but then she got very aggressive with it and was licking my hand and then started like biting my hand and clawing my hand to like grab it closer to her. Jesus. But she was obviously like being like nice and sweet and everything. And like she was, but I literally woke up and I was like, my hand feels like it's bleeding. Maybe this is from her there.
Oh.
But she was literally like digging her claw into my skin and like hooking her claws into my skin and dragging my hand towards her. Meanwhile, I was trying to sleep. Like I was actually trying to like rest, and I was actually in a lot of pain because cat claws are very painful. They're so sharp and tiny. It's actually like needles. I was like, can you please, like, I appreciate that you love me and you want to like have cuddles with me, but please let me sleep. Like, it would be nice to just rest. Look at her now. She's falling asleep.
Whereas Appa's the opposite.
Yeah, I wish she would sleep.
Appa's like a weighted blanket, and I love that.
She is as well. She sleeps between my legs a lot of the time.
Well, she's not 18 kilos.
She's like 4.
Yeah, I love Appa. Appa just flops on your body, and he does it a lot more with me than with Rick, and Rick gets very jealous. He just goes under the covers and just plops his body on me, and I'm like, oh, I love that weighted blanket, especially now in the winter. Yeah, like this morning, he got up with me because he thought he heard the door knock or something. So he went up to the door, and then when he realized there wasn't anyone, he just went straight back to bed and like under the covers onto Rick. Then he heard me rustling something. He got out of bed again. He was curious.
Got up.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Rick got up.
No. He went up. He got up because he was curious, and then when he saw I wasn't doing anything, he again went straight back under the covers. Aww. I was like, God, he's so cute.
Yeah, I'm a very big vivid dreamer as well.
Oh yeah, same. Ever since I was a kid, I've always had very, very vivid and elaborate dreams, almost like movies, but I haven't had one like a big, vivid dream recently.
I have.
Kind of worried.
My most recent, like memorable one, was I was at work, and I have quite a lot of work related dreams. I think just because you spend so much time there.
And I was on the side of the street.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that one. God. Yeah, I was at
doing
work.
Unholy things.
Yeah, and no, not at work. You were doing unholy things.
Yeah.
I was not doing unholy things. And my manager, like we were all stood in the lab, and my manager comes to like the three of us, and he's like, "Oh, what did he even say?" He basically was like, "Oh, one of us is not pulling
like
their weight
others.
enough, and we need to like step up, kind of thing. Like,
right,
like this person needs to step up." And I remember my friend, who she's very blunt but like funny. Like I like her. Like obviously she's my friend. But out of all the people that it would be her in real life that would turn around and be like, well, we all know who it is. And she looked at me, and I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. No, I know. I've had like, I was just making excuses to my manager, and everyone was just kind of looking at me being like, get over it. Like, just pull your weight a bit more. And I was like, I'm sorry, I will, I promise.
Well, did that stem from the recent
the recent what?
Drama with your managers?
Oh no, this was before that.
Wow.
I know, right?
Dreams
and now it's
become reality.
Yeah, exactly. And now everyone thinks I don't do any work. But yeah, I don't know. I think I must have been going through a point where I was like, oh, I feel like I'm slacking. And then I had a dream where I was like, my manager's telling me that I'm slacking. And I'm like, okay, shit. But I wasn't. Like, just to clarify, I am actually a very hard worker. I just think that people think that I'm not doing anything. And that stresses me out because I hate that. I hate the idea of not being perceived to be a good worker. Because I actually do try quite hard to be good at my job. And even though I get like people, like managers who I've never interacted with will compliment my work to my manager.
Oh, period.
And I'm like, not to brag, but like I've been told by my manager that like I specifically have been praised by one of the like main like head scientists.
Wow.
And they're like, oh yeah, all the scientists love you. But then I'm like, well, why do they fucking piss me off every 5 minutes?
You should be like, hey, where's my bonus? Where's my money, bitch?
Well, unfortunately, NHS don't do bonuses.
That's rough.
But yeah, so that's...
I don't think I could survive without the Christmas bonus.
Well, you just get paid more. I get paid more than you.
No, we get paid the same thing. We've talked about this before.
Do we?
Yes.
How much do you get paid?
Ooh. like around 1,800 a month.
Oh, I get paid more than that.
You literally said in one of the episodes, in like our Christmas episode, we talked about our salaries, and you said that, and I was like,
pre-tax or after tax?
After tax.
I don't actually know. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of my dreams stem from anxiety, which is fun. But also, I used to. Would you consider it dreaming when you're like telling yourself to think about something before you're going to sleep? That's not dreaming, is it? That's just like imagining, isn't it?
Yeah, I would imagine so. If you're not asleep, then it's not a dream, Elliot. A daydream. We could talk about daydreams.
Oh, yeah.
Would you consider it a dream when you tell yourself something in your brain?
No. Like, so basically, like, what I mean by this is when Hillary Clinton.
What?
Damn. Anyway, when I was struggling to sleep, like if I'd like watched a scary film or something as a kid, I would tell myself, oh, like just picture yourself ice skating with Stitch, right? To like make myself think of like something not scary so I could fall asleep.
Yeah, that's not dreaming.
I used to sometimes think about me in relationships with people as a way to like help me fall asleep.
People.
Yeah.
Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I used to have this one where I would I don't know what you call it, like
being gay.
Well, yes. But like there was like I don't even know how to describe it. Like I'd just be sat there and I'd be like, let's think of like this ideal scenario of like me meeting this person and then them wanting to date me and then just dating and then like kind of daydreaming.
Yeah, I've done that before.
But then like my brain would then like continue the story by itself without me telling it to, and then I'd be like, no, I don't like that, and then I'd go and be like, right, change it, and at this point I'll do this.
Right.
So
not in your sleep.
Am I like a psychopath or something?
I think so. So not in your sleep. All this is not.
No. Like this would be
so
like
in
order to help me sleep. I would think of a story.
Right. Then your brain would go rogue.
Yeah. So I used to like when I was like in like primary school. I used to like. This is really weird, actually. Like I used to think of like dating people from my school. Like when I was like an innocent child, I'd be like, oh yeah, like whatever. And then as I got older, it turned to like
as he got older.
Shut up. It turned into more like like people I fancied like in general, like on the internet. Like I remember very specifically, really randomly actually, having that. I never really fantasized.
I thought you said you liked him.
Yeah, but not like not to the point where I was fantasizing. Right. That's it. Fantasizing.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Got there in the end. Only took half an hour. Do you know pentatonics? The like a cappella group.
Rings a bell, yeah.
There's like 5 of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
who?
They used to have a YouTube channel called for like 2 of them, Scott and Mitch, called Superfruit.
Scott and
Mitch. Yeah.
Have I seen them before? Let's see.
So
yeah.
For some reason,
I really liked these guys.
Yeah, me too. Right?
Yeah.
They were funny.
They were very funny.
And I really liked Mitch's taste in music.
Who's Mitch?
The short one.
Oh. I like the other guy.
Yeah. So I used to also like Scott, and I used to fantasize about meeting him.
Maybe you like everybody named Scott.
Maybe.
Right.
I feel like I would have met a Scott that I would have been like, absolutely not.
Are they still together?
Not Scott.
These two.
They were never together.
What?
They were not together.
Oh. Mama, they're kissing
not
here.
Like, that's not Mitch.
Oh.
That's his boyfriend. Or husband, actually, they're married.
Huh.
I can't remember his husband's name.
Right. Gay baiting.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd have this dream, fantasy, where I would be like walking down the street, and I'd walk past Scott, and I'd be like, oh, hey, you're like, this is so cringe. I was young, okay? I was like a very early teen.
Oh god. What is this episode?
And I was like, oh, you're Scott from Pentatonics, right? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, can we like have a picture or whatever? And then he'd be like, oh yeah, do you want to bear in mind, I was like 12 when I was thinking about this, and Scott was very much not a 12-year-old.
Right. So he was like, do you want to come back to mine?
In your like 12-year-old brain, you're not thinking, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
You're just thinking, oh, I love this man. So anyway, yeah, so I'd like meet him, and then like he'd be like, oh, let's go grab a coffee or something, and then he'd be like, oh, do you want to come back and like meet the guys? And I'd be like, yeah. So I'd used to like think of stuff like that, and that would help me fall asleep, and then I'd probably have like a spiraling nightmare after that. And
that he was actually a murderer, and
oh no, he was. I'd never have like dreams like that about people. It was always like a mysterious killer.
Oh,
I used to have the amount of killer dreams that I used to have. Honestly, it's crazy. I used to have this one. Should I just keep going with all my?
Yeah,
dreams?
I'm like sitting here, like, oh yeah.
Have you ever had a recurring dream?
That was going to be one of my questions.
Okay,
yeah.
well, you go.
I have 2 recurring dreams that I keep having, which I actually haven't had. Yeah, I have. Well, I haven't had either of them in a while, but yeah, still in like recent years. One of them is, I'll start with the nice one, is that I'm flying, that I have flying superpowers, but it's like, it's both of these recurring dreams are always they feel so real. They're like super real and realistic that I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, that felt so real. And the flying one is always very freeing, and it's like not flying like Superman flying. It's like floating, you know? It's like I'm swimming, but like in the air. And it's always like a very normal thing in my dreams. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have this power. And like, it's not considered like a power. It's just like something I have.
Yeah.
And nobody like gets impressed by it, or nobody like thinks anything of it. It's just like something. And I'm always like flying either above water or I don't know, somewhere, and I'm always with people. Anyway, so that's one of my recurring dreams.
Can I also just interrupt?
Yeah.
Have you ever fallen asleep in the bath?
Yes.
Have you ever had a dream while you're in the bath?
Maybe. I don't remember.
I had a dream once when I was asleep in the bath that I was breathing underwater.
Weird.
And obviously I was like, oh yeah, I can breathe underwater.
And then
like,
you woke up and you were like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, joking.
I love taking a nap in the bath.
Yeah.
I love it.
Except when you're... I think it must have been the sensation of the water on my body. And then my brain was like, oh, I'm underwater. And then I was dreaming that I was breathing. But then, yeah, I woke up and I was like, was that real?
Let's
was
test
I
it.
breathing? Yeah. And your other recurring dream?
And my other recurring dream is more scary. It's always falling planes. So I'm in no, actually, it's very rarely that I'm in the plane. It's always that I'm somewhere out and about and I see a plane falling. Yeah, like near me. And it's always so realistic. And in every single dream that happens, I always go to where it fell and help people out.
9/11.
Jesus. No. But yeah, I always go like to where it is and like I save people or whatever. And yeah, it's always the same thing, but in like a different place. But it's always a plane falling and I'm always like Tom Cruise running and I go in there and save people.
So you have a savior complex.
Yeah. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing, really.
I mean, it's always
You're
very scary.
You're not the one dying.
Yeah, but it's very scary. Because, like, it's so realistic that I feel like if I now saw a plane falling in front of me, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I've seen that before. Like, I know what that is. But I wouldn't go in real life.
Like,
I wouldn't go near. I wouldn't go near the wreckage. I mean, because to be fair, the possibility that I would be able to pull people out and they would be alive is very low.
Well, a plane that's crashed would probably be on fire.
Yeah.
And burning for hours. So I don't think you would be going anywhere near a plane.
Okay, let's not talk about planes falling because I'm literally flying in like 2 weeks.
Okay. Me talking about it isn't going to... Well,
Well, you talking about it is gonna bring it to life. Anyway, but yeah, that's my other recurring dream, and I haven't had that in a while.
I used to have this recurring dream of me and my childhood best friend, who like we were besties for pretty much my entire primary school. No, which is really sad actually, because are we going into this? Let's go into this.
Unpack it, girl.
Basically, I had this childhood friend from when I was like 3, maybe. Like we were in the same school year. We lived on the same street in like a cul-de-sac. He lived like 4 houses away from me. So obviously like we just became friends because we were like close to each other. Like we went to the same school. Like we were just really good friends. Got on really well. Like spent all of our time together. Like to the point where like if you were to look at it now, like if we were to stay as close as we were now, we probably would have been boyfriends. Like I know like it sounds weird to be like, oh, like as a 5-year-old, like your boyfriends.
No, I get that.
But like it's just a closeness that you don't have with many people. And it's like if you were to have that same level of closeness with somebody as an adult, you'd be like in a relationship.
That's what I had with that friend of mine that I went to the wedding in October, but we're still friends.
Yeah. But we ended up not being, or like staying in contact because I moved literally like a 5-minute walk away and he just
too far.
Gave
Sorry,
up.
Can't do it.
Like I think we met up like twice after I moved.
Damn.
And then we went to different schools and then just never spoke again.
Damn.
And he didn't have like Facebook or anything like when we were growing up, so I never had any way to contact him. I didn't have his phone number.
Wow.
I had his home phone number, but I wasn't going to call him to be like, "Are you playing out today?" Like every 5 minutes. Which is really sad. Like I think like I don't know what would have happened, but like I still like my friends went to the same school as him and I still kept in contact with them and they lived just as far away as he did. But he just gave up, and then I think his dad was like a mechanic, or
I'm a mechanic.
Was he a mechanic? No, he wasn't a mechanic. He just had like an interesting
What
cars.
is your gender? My gender? I'm a mechanic. You don't know that?
No.
It's a meme.
Okay. Well, not a very good one.
Anyway.
So yeah, he had like this special interest in cars, so then he just basically just started doing
Straight
cars.
You don't even know.
I don't know. I don't see him, so I wouldn't know.
Damn. Okay, so what's the dream?
Oh yeah, so the dream was me and him running.
Sitting in a tree.
Yeah. We were like running down this spiral staircase in some random I don't think it was abandoned, but in a building. And we'd be running from like the top of the roof all the way down the stairs, and then it would so this recurring dream would happen multiple times in the same night. I'd like wake up from it scared and then go back to sleep and have this exact same dream.
Okay.
So I'd be like running down the stairs with him, and then there'd be a guy sat at some point on the stairs, and depending on how we interacted with him would have a different outcome.
Oh.
So if we ran past him, he would like just pretend he didn't see us or whatever, and then like once we got far enough away, he'd like get up and start chasing us, or he'd stop us on the stairs and be like, "I'm gonna kill you," and then we'd like run back up the stairs, and then we'd get up to the top and there'd be a helicopter shooting us down.
Jesus.
Like what I'm telling you, like I used to be in the trenches in my dreams. Like it was horrendous, and like I'd wake up from it and be like, "Oh my god, that was horrible," and then I'd go back to sleep and have the exact same dream with a different ending. But it always ended in death. Like it was always horrific, and I'd obviously then wake up and be like, "Mum, Dad, help me! I'm literally dying in my dreams." And they'd be like, "Oh, okay, like just get into bed."
Dream. Yeah.
And then it'd be fine. But then like it kept happening. Like it would happen one night where it'd be like constant, like the same thing, and then a few nights later I'd have the same thing again.
Wow.
I don't know.
What could your parents have done, girl? Nothing.
I'm not blaming them, but I'm just like once I would
You're
go
like,
into
"Help
my parents'
me."
room, it would be fine.
Right.
Which I don't understand how that suddenly makes it better. I don't know if maybe as a kid, like your parents are like a safe space.
Well, yeah,
and
you
then,
feel
like,
safer. Yeah.
You don't have scary dreams. I don't know. But yeah, no, I was really
Talking about
really,
sleep and dreams is making me yawn.
Well, wake up,
I'm
Pearl.
literally gonna fall asleep right here.
Okay, I'll just host it by myself.
We should have a sleeping episode.
Yeah,
Like literally.
well, maybe we
us
should have
sleeping.
actually done this sleep dream episode in ASMR
Well,
to help people sleep.
maybe we can do a little section at the end. No, I don't know. I don't know if people want to hear us ASMR. Is this helping you sleep? Let us know.
Anyways,
Did I give you chills?
what other nightmares have I had?
I was gonna say something.
I'll
Okay, yeah,
while
go,
you're
go, go, go.
thinking. I had a nightmare where I think I was possessed in my sleep, and I woke up thinking I was
said
possessed.
this, and you were in a weird position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had this. I was watching.
Have you
like
ever
a
tried this
circus. Yeah. I was watching like a circus performance or something, and it was like, how do you explain it? You know, in like Harry Potter, when they're watching like a Quidditch match and they're like on the seats that are like really, really high up, and they're like stands that go down like that, but then they're like a tower. It was, for some reason, we were in those kind of seats, like just sat on the top, and then like a massive drop down, and the seat section that I was in, as the show was going on.
What were you watching?
Just like a circus or something.
Circus, yeah.
As you do. Makes sense. All the circuses that I've watched.
To imitate your life.
Yeah, exactly. So I was sat there enjoying the show, and then something starts going a bit strange, and the seats that I'm sat in start moving forwards into the middle of the circus, and then starts going around in a circle, so like spinning. I'm like holding on, like, and like.
Wait, this was recent?
No, I was living with my parents, so I was probably like 16 maybe when it happened. So the room starts, or like the I don't even know, like everything starts spinning, but like going round in a circle, like the chairs were not spinning. It was like the whole thing was just going, like being like someone had it like by a string, and it was like spinning it around like this, and I was like getting like pushed back with like the force, and like all the wind was blowing in my face. Yeah, and I remember waking up, and I was like, I don't even know, like. And while it was spinning, there was some like chanting of like some sort of like curse or spell or something. And I remember waking up with like my arms were like just sort of like tangled around me in some like odd position that I've never, like, it's not comfortable to have been in that position. So I don't know how that happened. But like I think in the dream it was happening, like I was getting possessed or like exorcised, and
right.
I think I woke up thinking, oh my God, I just had a possession.
Maybe we should exercise you.
Maybe. That would be so nice, just to get rid of all of my dark energies.
I've had a similar waking up in a different position, but like for me it wasn't... Have you ever tried this one? For me it was also when I was a kid. I remember I woke up and I was on the other side of... at the end of the bed. So like I fully turned around, and so my head was at the end of the bed. No pillow, no anything, and it was like on the hard like board at the end of the bed. And I remember waking up and being so confused because it was obviously dark as well. All the lights were off, obviously, and I remember waking up and like feeling the hard edge of the bed, and I was like, where? I was so confused and so lost as to where I was. I was like, where the fuck am I? And I literally couldn't place myself for like a few minutes. I was like trying to find something until I finally realized that I was at the end of, on the opposite side of the bed. And I was like, what the fuck?
It is weird when you like go away somewhere and you're not sleeping in like your own bed, and then you wake up and you're like,
but that was in my own bed.
No, I know, but like, it's not usual to be at that end of the bed.
Yeah.
I wonder how you traveled down there. Just like crawled, or like you must have just like twisted and turned and just on the other
Have you
side.
ever
Tried this one?
sleepwalked or sleep talked? Because I have multiple times.
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. I have sleep wet myself.
Oh yeah, I mean that's who hasn't.
Have we spoken about that before?
Yeah.
I was being chased by a
The
monster.
other liquid.
And then yeah. I was being chased by a monster and I sat down on the toilet and just started peeing.
Yeah.
And then woke up and the bed was wet and I was like, oh right, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you sleep walk?
Yeah. Well, not anymore. But as a kid, I used to sleep talk like almost every night because I used to share a bedroom. I used to share a bedroom with my brother, my older brother. So he used to tell me literally every morning. He was like, "Oh yeah, well you went at it again last night." I was like, "What?" Do
you not get scared like that? You're like at that age. Are you not? Well, how old were you?
Teenager. Like from
what if you were like
from elementary school all the way,
Andrew or something? You know, like you just like having a dream.
I love
about
you,
a
Robert
boy.
Pattinson, or whatever.
It's like, huh?
No. So this happened from like ever since I was in elementary school all the way to like my teenage years, and I don't know when it stopped, but it did at some point. But I'm pretty sure even in uni once or twice, whenever Penny would visit and we'd sleep together, she'd tell me that sometimes I
sleep together.
Yes, that she'd tell me that sometimes I would sleep talk. I slept walked.
Sleepwalked.
Oh, sleepwalked.
Slept walked.
I sleepwalked once and sort of half sleepwalked another time. But the first time was, and obviously people told me this, so I don't remember. But my brother told me that, because he's older, he's like 7 years older than me. So he would always go to sleep way later than me. I would always go to bed, and obviously me having no problem with sleep, I would sleep instantly while he was in his computer playing games or whatever, literally right next to me. And he told me that I went to bed and I suddenly got up and was walking behind him, and he was like, "What are you doing?" Like, obviously not paying attention to me, and I wouldn't respond. He was like, "What are you doing?" Wouldn't respond. He turned around and saw that I was asleep, and he said that I opened the closet. I went in the closet.
You went in it and then came out the closet.
Literally, I went in the closet, closed the doors. I stayed in there for like a minute, and then came out. I came out of the closet literally. I went downstairs, poured myself a glass of water, drank a glass of water, and like at that point he had like told my mom, and they were all like following me around.
Well, you're not supposed to wake someone.
Yeah. So I drank a glass of water. I went upstairs, peed, went to the toilet. I peed, and then went back to bed. All in my sleep.
Someone has told me that their boyfriend, when was it while he was asleep or just when he was really drunk?
Two different things.
I think it was maybe just when he was drunk.
And then the other one was, so in the summers, I never had my own bedroom because I used to share my bedroom with my brother, but then my brother is weird and can't have AC in his bedroom, so we never had AC in my bedroom. And in Cyprus, you need AC. So in the summers, I would sleep in my sister's room, who had AC, and she also had like two beds that she used to just have as one. So in the summers, we used to just sleep. I used to sleep in her bed, and she told me that one time, and I actually remember the dream that caused this to happen. So I had this dream that and I'm sorry, this is graphic, but I was killing a cat in my dream, because I was dreaming that we were in our balcony with my cousins, and this like demon cat started climbing up because I live like above high, started climbing up started climbing up the wall to attack us. And as soon as she came up, I grabbed it and I was like strangling it, and then I like slammed it down the balcony, and she like fell down the balcony. She fell and like splashed like slime, then rematerialized and reclimbed.
Crystallized. It's like Amazon bitch ready for the road.
But she didn't die. She had crystallized and climbed up the wall again. And I did the same thing basically and killed her. And I was like, okay, guys, I saved everyone from this demon cat.
You will save your complex again.
Oh my God, yeah. And so my sister told me that that suddenly, as I was asleep, and I'm going to try to describe this for audio people, but I did, bless you, I did this, I suddenly did this. So I lifted both my arms up as I was like strangling someone, and I started shouting at my sister, "Bring me the rope! Bring me the rope!" And she was like also on her computer or something, so she like was scared, and she looked at me and she was like, "What rope?" I was like, "Bring me the rope! Bring me!" And I was like shouting, "Bring me the rope! Bring me the rope!" And she was like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." Yeah. And then I was like, "Never mind," and just like turned around and went back to sleep. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Andres is so bad for that.
Yeah. And then other than that, my brother, every time he would tell me that I talked to my sleep, he always said that I just talked gibberish, like some cult language, that I would just be like, I was like, that's so creepy.
I didn't know that would be considered sleep talking, but Andres does it all the time.
Oh, does he?
He like will wake up and like I guess not awake. He'll be like, "Where is it? Where did I put it?" And I'd be like, "What?" And it'll be like 3:00 in the morning. He'd be like, "Where did I put it? Where is it? I can't find it." And I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And he'd be like, "Oh, never mind," and then go back to sleep. I'm like, but he'd like wake up in like a fear, being like, "Where have I put it? Where is it gone? I need to get it." And I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And he'd be like, "Oh, nothing," and then go to sleep again.
That's so weird.
I'm like, "Can you just shut up? Because now you've scared me, so I cannot go back to sleep now." So I think moral of the story is I need to just sleep in my own bed.
Oh, I've had another one that I remember my brother telling me. He was out with his friends or whatever, and he came back late. I was asleep, and my brother had this thing where he never like cared about being quiet or whatever. When he came back to the room, he would like fully turn the lights on, blah blah blah. But I would never wake up.
Maybe that's why.
I would never wake up. Like I would literally just whatever. But this one time he said that he came back, and as soon as he turned on the light, my brother's name is John. As soon as he turned on the light, I'd be like, "John." He'd be like, "What?" "John." "What?" And I just kept calling his name a few times. And then he was like, "What do you want?" And then I was like, "Nothing." And just went back to sleep.
That is like the worst thing. But I also think I'm guilty of doing that in my general life. Just being like, "Oh, never mind."
But I remember him telling me, and I was like, how did I know he just arrived back when I was asleep?
He turned the lights on.
But I was asleep.
Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you just were dreaming, and it was just a coincidence.
And it was just a coincidence that as soon as you walked in the door, I did that?
Everything is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know how my brain knew. It's so weird. Sleep, talking, and walking is very weird.
You must not be fully asleep though. Like you must be in like some sort of weird hybrid state where you're like unconscious, but like
your brain
awake.
Is just going.
Because how can you move if you're asleep?
I know. That's so fascinating, actually, because you literally have no control of what your brain sends, what signals your brain sends to your body. So your brain is just going rogue.
Ever since I had my
that's
head
kind of
injury,
scary. That's kind of scary.
I've been like very existential about my brain and just thinking, what if I've like just rewired my brain and like done some serious damage and I just don't know about it? Because how can you know?
You'll find
Unless
out.
You have like a full on like scan with like electrodes stuck to your head, which you probably have to like shave your head for.
Oh.
To have like stuff stuck to your scalp. I'm not doing that.
Do it.
No, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
You've already cut it, so shave it out.
But not like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find the concept of sleep very strange. I think I've said this a million times, but like,
you don't
like such
sleep.
A waste of time for me. I hate that it's.
I think you're on your own on this one, and I think people will be like, "You're weird." Everybody.
I would just rather
everybody
do
loves sleep.
Literally anything else than sleep, because I'm like, life's too short to sleep. Sleep when you're dead. But
Right.
What's like the most like exciting dream you've had?
God,
I don't think I have any.
exciting as in exciting, or
We can talk about that.
I mean, we have talked about it. I mean, I have dirty dreams all the time. Well, not all the time, not like every night, but
Every other night.
They're very common. And it's always with like random people that I don't even know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine is usually with people that I know.
Yeah,
Or
we know.
I know of.
We know.
What do you mean? Oh, we've not even spoke about that one. Oh.
Well,
Should I talk about it?
yeah. It's a dream.
To be honest, I don't even... Oh, I've not... Honestly, I have like 2 dreams that I need to speak about.
Okay,
actually.
go on. Do you want to...
I don't remember the other part of that story, though. The one of you. I just remember...
Elliot had a dream about me being a hoe on the side of the street.
Yeah, but I was not shaming you for it.
No.
I was just annoyed that I was the last person to know. Okay, yeah, so we'll talk about that.
Like, why didn't you tell me you were a slut?
Yeah. No, because that sounds like I'm shaming sex workers.
No.
I'm not shaming sex workers.
No.
Basically, I had this dream that... And it sounds so dodgy when I say it, but I promise it was very innocent. Or as innocent as it can be.
Right.
I had this dream that... I don't know if I was like on Twitter or something, or if it was actually in real life. Well, dream life. That I was like driving past and saw... Basically, Con was on the side of the road having
Sex.
a happy time with a random guy on the side of a busy road
In public.
And I was like, what the fuck? Not like, yeah, whatever. And then so then I knew that was happening. So then I go back to Andres and I'm like, oh, Andres, did you know that? Oh no, I think from that point, maybe I must have been on Twitter, and then I found out that you had like OF, because I don't think you can say the actual thing.
Oh yeah,
without getting.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Let's not say it.
He had a spicy site.
Yeah,
and I was like, what the hell? And then I turned around to Andres and I was like, did you know this? And he was like, yeah, Conor and Rick are open. And I was like, huh? He was like, yeah, like they've been open for ages. Like they Con's had like this thing going for a long time. And I was like, why did I not know this? And like I wasn't like the whole scenario. I was just like, why is no one telling me anything? Like I just remember waking up and being like, why am I the last person to know everything? Like why am I always being left out of the group and like whatever? But that, I think that was where that was coming from. It was like a fear of being left out, FOMO.
You're like, I want to fuck on the side of the street too.
But then I think also that must have been around a similar time to where I was having the identity crisis of like, is every gay person in an open relationship? Why did you ask me for an open relationship? But that was that one, and I promise it was not dodgy.
We've established that.
Yeah. And then I also had this one.
Right, you had 2. You said.
Where
I feel like ages ago I also noted down a dream. Yeah.
I had this dream where Theo, like we were all agreeing to that we were planning like a meetup, and Theo was like, "Oh, I can't. I've written it down. Oh, here we go. I've written down the other one.
What, mine? The one about me?
Yeah. Okay, shall I read the whole thing?
Oh God, here we go.
So this is
story time.
This is the one of Con and his secret website.
My secret life.
We had somehow... I must have literally just woken up and typed it as soon as like.
Well, see, that's dream journaling. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Okay. We had somehow found this video of Con having... with this random guy from this hookup app on the side of some random street in front of some houses. Like he had posted the video somewhere and I was so confused by it. I then asked... I guess Andres, about it, and he said, Con had been messaging you about... Oh, yeah, you had been messaging Andres about it, about you doing it, and had told Andres that you and Rick had some sort of agreement, and I got really offended that I hadn't been told this, and was also just really confused and couldn't understand why they would do that, and why no one was giving me an answer. But somehow, when you were texting me about it and how you knew, you'd said something about how on Saturday we were going to this place called Rose, and I had no idea what it was, but you wouldn't tell me. So then when you came,
Andrews.
Yes. So then when Andres came home, I was okay. I'm gonna just read it as it is. You is referring to Andres.
Yeah.
Con is Con and Rick is Rick. But you wouldn't tell me. So then when I came home and asked you, I was trying to ask you about everything, and it was just so frustrating because you were dancing around the subject, and I was getting so upset that Con hadn't told me, but also just couldn't understand why they would do that. And then I was trying to figure out what this Rose place was and think it was basically some sort of SEX bar or something. But I was so confused because I was like, why are you now involving us in this? Like, are you trying to suggest that's what we do? And I was repeatedly asking questions and not getting answers. And it was just so frustrating. And I was crying.
Wow.
I'd forgotten about this.
And then you woke up.
Bar. And then I woke up crying because I was like,
well, you actually cried?
I think so, because I was like, no one is listening to me. Everyone's excluding me. Why am I not? Like,
damn.
Yeah. So that was a big thing. On to the next one. This one was also kind of similar vibes, actually. Maybe I just have this like being left out complex.
I think you do. I think we all do. I think we all have this complex.
So this one is less incriminating, I guess.
Incriminating?
Maybe not. And this one involves Theo.
Be careful what you say.
No. Well, I think anyway, it's fine. I'll figure it out as it goes. So
it's a dream.
So it's a dream. It's not real. This never happened. All stories are based on fictional events. So
you know, at the end of movies where it's like any what is it?
Depictions of characters.
Yeah.
So we were planning a meetup, and all of us were planning a meetup, and Theo was like, "Oh, I can't make it to Manchester for whatever reason. Oh, there's no trains or something.
Mm-hmm.
So can we go to London instead?" And we were like, "Okay, that makes sense. Let us all travel to London so that Theo can see instead of waiting until whatever." So we paid like hundreds of pounds to go to London just so that we could see Theo. And somehow I ended up alone outside of a bar and started talking to this one guy who seemed really nice.
I think you've told me about this.
Yeah,
before.
I would have done. And then other people started to join, but then the first guy leaves. And then I remember like sitting on the grass and with these people.
Where was everyone else?
Dude, they just left. Yeah, because I ended up outside of a bar talking to some random person. So then he leaves, and I'm sat with like this other group of people, and someone is playing my favorite song. So then I'm trying to speak to them about the song, and he wasn't talking to me. And then all these other people started coming and like sitting on the grass around me, but they were like literally sitting on top of me. Like I remember someone had like a deck chair and put it over me, basically like I didn't exist.
Jesus.
And then I was getting like stressed and like claustrophobic, and then I get a text from Theo saying that he's gone to Southwest London specifically instead to this other club, and he's on FaceTime to me telling me this, and it's like, I'm not going to say what the club was.
Right.
So I go back to the Airbnb that we're supposed to be staying in, and no one is there. And then I get another FaceTime from you, and you're in a taxi with another friend, and you've also left me. And then for some reason, my family is now there. And
they've also left you.
I'm thinking everyone is ignoring me. And so something just tips me over the edge, and I have this massive blowout about how everyone is shit and leaves me.
Wow. I think we're learning a lot.
Yeah,
today.
I think it just goes to show how much faith I have in my relationships with people.
Yeah.
And I just think that everyone's going to leave me and ignore me and just leave me out.
Damn.
But I think like...
I wish I remembered more of my dreams.
Like quite a common theme for gay people to have. Of people excluding them and not fitting in. Because I was thinking about this the other day. In my experience, growing up, I always had like girlfriends.
Same.
And it wasn't really until like you guys where I've had like guy friends who are gay, and it's just like a group of gays, a gaggle of gays, as we call ourselves once upon a time. So as a gay man, you don't really fit into like straight. I mean, I don't think I fit into like straight groups of men.
Yeah,
my nose.
Obviously,
really, yeah. And then like you find like a group of girls, but then you don't really fit in with the girls fully because they're girls and like they have like girl things to do and talk about, and you can't really relate to that, so then you're kind of just left on the outside. And so I just remember thinking like I have this very like weird experience of like being a man but also being a bit girly but not being able to fully be a girly. So you just don't really fit in any of those boxes because you can't be one of the girls, but you're also not a straight man.
I'll be like one of your girls.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I've just always had this thing in the back of my mind being like, oh yeah, I don't really fit in.
Yeah.
And that's where that all stems from.
Very typical gay experience.
But yeah, moral of the story, I think everyone's going to leave me and ditch me, and then I'm just going to have no friends, and I'm just going to be lonely and alone and die on my deathbed with no one around me. Period.
Rick feels that a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I can sense that from Rick, to be fair. I think he gives that off. Not like in a horrible way, but I think like I can see that he sometimes feels like he's getting left behind. Yeah. And he panics about it. You can see it, and you're just like, chill out.
Yeah. He gets that with you guys. He gets that with his Yu-Gi-Oh friends. He gets that with his improv group. Yeah. Like
it's not true though.
Like yesterday, we were meant to go into town to take Upper for his groom, and then he was going to go to improv as he goes on Saturdays, and I was going to go home. And he went, and then he texted me on my way home, and he was like, "Oh, there's no improv, like no one's here, so I think they cancelled it or whatever." So he's coming home. And then later on, one of the people was like, "Oh, I'm having birthday drinks. Everyone's invited, whatever." And he was like, for some reason, he was like, "Oh, they don't want me there." And I was like, "What do you mean? You were literally invited." And he was like, "Yeah, but they invited everyone." And I was like, "Where's the issue?
Yeah,
you were literally invited. Just go."
Yeah. No, I get that though. It's like no one told you one-on-one, so it's like, are you invited just as a group, or are you like actually like? I get it, because if I was invited to something not by someone specifically, I'd be like, oh, okay, like I'm not like one of the main people in their life, you know?
Right.
Like if it was something that like you were planning for a long time, you'd have told someone about it before you planned it, you know? So I can see that. I don't think that's true for Rick, but I'm just saying I can understand why he would feel that. Gosh, very deep.
Yeah, I feel like that's why he is very sociable, like in situations like that. Like with Yu-Gi-Oh, when he first started going, he didn't know anyone, but he just went up to someone and started chatting, and then...
That's wild.
I know. I would never...
I'd stand in the back of the room until someone approached me and was like,
exactly.
Are you okay?
Until someone like Rick approached me. He went up to someone, started chatting, and then every time he would see a new person coming in and being like alone and awkward, he would bring that person in their group. He basically formed their entire friend group, the Yu-Gi-Oh friend group. Those nerds would never be friends if it wasn't for Rick. And yet he keeps thinking they hate him or they never include him or whatever. But yeah, that's wild. I would never.
Gosh. Well, we've strayed away from the dreams.
Yeah.
Again. Kind of.
I'll tell you a couple of dreams that I had recently that I actually noted down to tell you on the pod.
I feel like we've actually kind of been relatively on topic this one.
Yeah.
Like we've not really strayed too far.
Kudos.
Kudos for spilling.
One of them, a more little wholesome one, is that I was at a Lord of the Rings concert, and I was hired as a videographer to like film the concert. But I think I wasn't hired until I actually went there. I went like to the concert, and then the guy filmed.
Shit, we need a videographer.
Yeah. The guy filming it like left or was fired or something, and I was like, I'll do it. And they had this like really old like film camera actually, and I was like so excited. I was like, oh, this is so cool, and I was like filming everything, and then I got to meet Ian McKellen because he was there for the Lord of the Rings concert. I'm
acting like it's real. Like, oh wow, well done.
Got to see Ian McKellen and others. I don't know what others is. I don't remember.
What's the guy? Do you wear wigs?
Do you wear wigs?
What's his name?
I don't know his name. I don't know his name. Frodo. So that was one. And then the other one is a bit more weird. So the log line is test bombing, hiding in pool with my sister. And then planes crashing is like just my recurring one that I wanted to tell you about.
Test bombing,
yes.
as in a bomb test.
Yeah. So basically, I was dreaming that we were in this city. I don't think it was Cyprus, but they were testing bombs in the city, and we were somewhere, and they were about to test a bomb, but we weren't near like a shelter or anything. So we were like, "What do we do?" And my sister was like, "We run." I was with my sister and my mom, and we were like running as the bomb dropped, and like everything around us was like getting destroyed, and we just jumped in a pool, and I was like hiding in a pool.
That's like one of the worst places I feel that you could hide.
And that's all I remember, sadly, because that's all I noted down. But that was kind of scary.
I hate that, like, when you have such big dreams like that and you only remember like one very specific part of it.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't know the context of why you're there.
I have a note here called Dream that's locked. So turn around.
Sex dreams.
I don't know. Let me see what it is.
I mean, I can't read it from here anyway.
Wait, what is this? My laptop password? No, what password is this?
It'd be your iCloud password, I think. Oh no, maybe not.
Oh.
Why are you hiding it?
Because I don't want you to see it.
But I can't see it from here. I have good vision, but it's not that good.
Right. So.
Right. Come on.
It's a very emotional dream.
Now.
It's a very emotional dream. It's about my dead grandma. So, I'll read it as I wrote it. The entire family, ours, my aunt, and my grandpa, were gathered at our dining table, remembering my grandma. Grandpa then pulls out an old piece of paper with a handwritten note on it and starts to read it. It's a note from Grandma and a response from him. It was so emotional, and she was saying in her note how much she wishes she could be with her children and grandchildren. I was so emotional and was tearing up, trying to hold back my crying, and everyone else, this particular cousin of mine, who I'm very close to, he seemed fine. Then, when Grandpa was done, my brother gave me a kiss on the cheek and said, "Happy holidays." Oh, because my grandma died on Christmas Day.
Oh.
And then got up and did the same with my sister and my grandpa. I got up too, and I heard something from outside. As I looked out to the veranda, that's an English word as well, isn't it? I saw my aunt and my cousin's sister, holding this cousin of mine, and he was bawling his eyes out, crying over the note. That's when I also lost it and started crying. I ran upstairs, went into my room, and lied down. So yeah, very weird emotional dream.
Why did you lock that?
I don't know. So no one could read it.
Oh, that's really sad.
Sorry to send it to end it on a sad note.
Let's talk about sex dreams.
I have them all the time. We talked about it before. Yeah, but they've only materialized in real life once. I mean, the aftermath.
Oh, okay, right. We're not
talking about that. Yeah. Yeah, sex dreams are weird. I don't remember.
Wait, so you said that you've never had them about like people in your life?
I'm trying to remember.
I absolutely have.
I have probably with like classmates. And
keep slipping.
Yeah.
I'm just so petite that I keep sliding off the chair.
Mostly from like classmates, or like in uni I had a crush on this guy and I had a dream, but it wasn't a sex dream. It was like a cutesy, like we were dating dream. Yeah.
Gosh. No, I have had dreams and then I've woken
celebrities.
Up and been like, do I now see you in a different light? Like, I've seen you naked in my dreams.
Weird.
That is weird. I wonder why, though, like why your brain picks those people, because it's not necessarily people that I would normally look at and be like, oh yeah, strange.
Yeah. Have you ever had a sex dream about a woman or girl? I haven't.
Not that I remember.
Well, I've had dreams.
Oh, that's not true actually, but I'm never ever explaining that one because that was fucking weird.
Well, I'll tell mine. Maybe it's similar. Because
no, it will not be similar.
Obviously, all my friends were girls growing up. And obviously I was never attracted to any of them. Not because they were ugly. They were all beautiful. But I'm gay.
In their own way.
I'm gay.
Why?
But I had a dream once or maybe twice, about them naked. Like, titties out.
You want to tell this to the...
Yeah, they know.
They know?
My friends, yeah.
Oh.
I would literally tell them the next day. I'd like, I just had a dream about you naked.
And they'd be like...
And what?
Perv.
Yeah. But it was never like I was never involved. It was always like watching them from a distance. Like, that sounds very pervy.
Through the window.
Through the window. No, like, yeah, like observing. Like, I was never involved in whatever they were doing. Whereas every time it was a boy in my dreams, I was very involved. Trust. Yeah.
I'm trying
what
to
was
think
yours?
of who? What?
With girls.
I'm not saying.
Why?
I will never admit to it.
You'll tell me off pod.
Maybe not.
Why?
I might have even told you. No, I'm not saying it because it's so embarrassing. And I don't understand how my brain even comprehended it.
Okay, you'll tell me off the pod.
I don't think I will.
Why?
I think we've had this opportunity and I've spoken about it before and how I will never speak about it, and you've asked me and I said no.
That's so weird.
Obviously 2026, no shame. But shame.
But some things need to be kept private.
Some things need to be shamed. You need to be shameful of some things. That sounds really weird. It's really not creepy or anything. It's just like, it's just weird. Like, it's just, like, it's, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just weird. But it's nothing dodgy, I promise. It's just...
Right.
Strange.
I had a dream that Theo died once.
Oh.
But not as sad.
Are you happy that he died?
Yeah, no. And he likes to make fun of me about that dream all the time. So the only reason I'm talking about it is because I know that as soon as he hears this episode, he's going to message me. He's going to be like, you didn't mention this dream.
Why did he die?
So in uni, obviously me studying film, I used to have a lot of like very complex dreams that were like movies. And one of them was that it was this sort of like Hunger Game-esque dream where the society was divided in like poor and rich. Wow, very original. How original. And like every so often, representatives from the rich community would come to the poor community and pick out a few people to come live with the rich community. Right. And like be like indoctrinated into the rich society. And
like smoothly, or like as like a haha, you're the poor one.
What?
Like, were these people being like picked to be like,
well, that's what you thought.
No,
like, no, you the poor community thought that, oh, this is like this is your goal in life, to like go and be with the rich people, because that's like the life. So I got picked, and Theo got picked, and like a few other friends of mine, and after we got picked, we found out that being gay is that being lesbian is okay, but being a gay man is death. And so they killed Theo.
And what about you? You're like, I'm a lesbian. I'm a lesbian.
I am a lesbian. No, I kept it secret, but Theo couldn't.
But Theo couldn't,
yeah.
And you could.
Yeah, even though it's the exact opposite. And so they killed Theo, and I was like, oh well, you shouldn't have been a faggot. No, I'm kidding. And then they told us that the way to like live this life is you have to learn
that life.
You have to learn skills. So it's like you can learn whatever skill you want, but the way they do it is they like implant it into your brain, almost like a disc, and you just suddenly know the skill. And I remember thinking, what the fuck is this shit? Like, you don't get to like actually learn anything. It just gets implanted into your brain. And we started a rebellion, and then I don't remember.
That's literally an entire book series.
I know. Oh, that already exists. No, that could be.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I used to have dreams like
you
this.
You could literally
all the
write
time.
a gay romance book.
I know. Well, someone's gonna steal it now.
Well, yeah.
Too late.
Trademark it quick. Copyright.
No, yeah, I used to have dreams like this all the time. That I would wake up and I'd be like, I could literally write a story about this. And I used to note them down all the time, and I'm sure I have loads of them noted down. But I don't know. Maybe they're in my Google Notes, because I used to use that all the time. Yeah.
No, I don't think I had any like cinematic style.
Yeah, that
dreams.
used to be all my dreams in uni, which makes sense, I guess.
Have you ever
had a Krispy
like
Kreme?
weird cheese dreams?
Cheese?
Like cheese induced dreams.
What? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, Google it. Like, there's a thing where it's like, if you eat cheese before you go to bed, you'll have really vivid dreams.
Cheese before bed might make dreams more vivid or strange, but not necessarily nightmares. Right. No. When do you ever like have cheese right before bed?
I do. Especially now. After Christmas and New Year's, we've got literally like 10 blocks of cheese in the fridge.
Oh, yeah.
I need to eat it because it's all open.
Yeah. Right.
So I've been eating a lot of cheese.
Well, no. Have you had cheese-induced
I can't
weird
think of
dreams?
ones, but I have noticed it, yeah. I've seen it, yeah.
I've seen it, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look in my Google Keep notes, see if I've got any dreams in there.
Right, you need to like wrap it up because
like wrap it up. Dream. Oh no,
that's making a new
Oh
note.
fuck! Can I search? Yeah.
Search. Dreams.
God.
Dream poem.
A dream note. Misa. I would know.
Misa Jaja beings.
Dream. No. Two people dream of each other. No. I don't know. I don't. Anyway.
Wow.
Google Keep used to be just my like brain vomit.
Diary.
Yeah. And I used to write a lot of poetry, and that's why you saw poems.
That was even a thing.
Google Keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I don't even know how I discovered it. Oh yeah, I think it's because I used Google Keep on my Samsung phone before I switched to iPhone when I was a teenager. So I used to have a lot of notes on there, and I was like, oh, I don't want to lose them. So I just kept going on my iPhone.
I wish I could remember who I've had like dreams.
I just got the pee shivers because I need to pee.
Girl, weird. I would love to know who I've had dreams about. I actually think I do remember someone. The most recent one.
Who was it?
Someone from school.
Oh.
Someone that I didn't really find attractive in school, but like, you know, when it's like best of a bad bunch, you have to like. Yeah, he was kind of like not the prettiest peach, but he was okay. I don't even know what he looks like now, to be fair. He might have changed, might have got like a massive glow up, might have had a glow down.
Maybe that's why you were dreaming about him.
Maybe. I still
look him up.
Well, I'm not going to show everyone. Be like, oh
not
yeah,
everyone.
This guy.
Show me.
Also, my Instagram for you page after yesterday, I don't know. I spent a lot of time on Instagram yesterday.
Look out, people! We're gonna make a fursuit.
Oh yeah,
on the pod. Is that not what you meant?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I
so
followed
for anyone who doesn't
one
know,
guy.
For anyone who doesn't know, Elliot's a furry.
No, I'm not. But I'm not shaming people.
No,
I'm just
nobody's
saying
shaming.
I'm not currently.
But Elliot is very fascinated with furries. You are.
Is that how we are gonna go about this? I don't think it's like a fascination.
You're very interested in it.
I don't know if interested is the right word.
What? Mama, your Instagram is full of furries and you keep sending us furries.
Yeah, but I think it's funny because I keep getting them being like, "Oh, this is your." Why are we talking about this? It's like, "Oh, life's too short. Just be a furry."
Period.
Or just admit, just try being a furry.
And again, we're not shaming furries.
No.
I actually also find them very interesting.
I just don't.
It's okay, Elliot.
I don't even know how to put it into words because it's not like I don't find
Speak. Can you Spock?
it's like there's obviously some sort of attraction level in the furry community to be part of the furry community because otherwise you just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't quite grasp the why the persona element to it, why you do it.
Right.
But I can see them and I'm like, okay, that's a cute one. But I'm not oh, I want to be one.
Okay.
Does this make me a chaser?
Maybe. Let us
But
know.
basically, I followed this one guy because I was like, oh, he's cute. His
Well, does he show his face?
no, his head thingy, fursuit thing was cute. So I followed him.
You see?
And also, it's because he has a very cool aesthetic. It's very emo boy, punky vibes.
Oh, yeah, that's very
I was
cute.
like, that's kind of cute. And then I followed one guy, and then all of a sudden it's be a furry, be a furry, be a furry.
Well, yeah.
And then yesterday it was a 10-part series. Oh, how to make a fursuit from scratch at home. And I was like, oh, great. So then I was like, oh, maybe me and Con should just do a whole episode where we just make a fursuit. I think that'll be fun.
I mean, I don't knit or crochet or anything.
Knit or crochet. It's just foam shaped into a furry head.
Oh, okay.
It was really interesting to watch. I watched the whole series.
So maybe we'll do it. I'm
maybe.
not guaranteeing anything, but
I
maybe
think it'll be expensive to make, and also probably not very good the first time you do it because you have to literally shape foam.
We'll see.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Yeah, maybe that's when we get a bit too weird on this pod.
Why?
Well, yeah, not to say that it's weird, but right.
Niche.
Yeah, niche. You've got ideas let's bake on the podcast, and then another idea let's make a fursuit.
But I think if you lean into these ideas, you'll get a following.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the furry community are
But
lovely people.
Do you think the furry community would like us if we're not furries?
But you don't have to only like furries to be a furry.
Right.
You can't have your whole personality be you were furry.
I think you can. Anyway. I was going to say something else. Pottery. That's another thing. Oh, I keep bumping this fucking mic. There's Elliot allegedly, which I never knew about, has a whole pottery set.
It's literally behind you.
At home.
I don't know if the clay is going to be dried and...
that's fine. We can...
Buy.
Yeah. So we thought we can do some pottery on the podcast sometime.
Maybe not.
Obviously, video people would enjoy it a lot more.
Or we can just
yappity.
Yeah,
obviously we'll yap.
We're not just going to sit in silence and go...
Yeah, audio people are going to be listening. Period.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make a clay first.
That sounds very difficult.
Very heavy.
We'll just make a vase. Let's start with a vase. Let's start with easy.
I really want to make a trinket dish. It's a very cute idea.
Oh yeah, that's also easy. A bowl. A mug.
I like mugs.
I like mugs. Right, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah. Back to dreams. What's our question of the week?
What's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
Mama.
Oh!
The jingle.
Question of the week. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Mr. Bojangles.
What's the weirdest dream you ever had? I'd say.
Yeah, give us the full details. And also, if you've ever had a spicy dream about someone, who was it?
Who was it?
Well, not ever. I feel like everyone has. But who's your most
Expose yourself in the comments.
He's exposing himself.
And are you a furry?
If so,
will you ever wear furries? Have you ever been a furry?
when will you wear furry?
When will you? Anyway.
Also, well, we're ending it now.
Oh.
I
You're about
feel
to
like
go on a tangent.
yeah.
Save it.
For what?
Okay, go on. Make it quick.
Do I want
Double speed.
I can't.
What is it about?
I just think
Furries?
I don't know whether I need to like start making like vloggy content just for my own peace of mind.
For this channel?
Maybe not. Maybe just for me.
Do it.
Just for me.
Oh, that was nice. Where's that from? What were you singing?
Don't know.
Okay.
Just made it up. I just feel like
you should.
My life is also not that interesting, and I think
Yeah.
I have more things that like we don't need to get into it.
Okay.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I would love to do it. I just don't have the energy, the brain power to like sit and edit.
Or the interesting life to film.
I think I could make my life interesting. It would give me a reason to make my life interesting.
There you go.
But I don't want to sit there and edit. Hence why the K-pop video is still not out.
We filmed this video in like September, October of us reacting to K-pop music videos, and we said it would be like this extra little video on YouTube. Ellie's been editing it since.
I've not been editing it. That's why it's not done yet, because it's just been sat on a hard drive.
What have you edited though is really funny from what you've shown me. So whenever that comes out in like 2 years,
I'll be retired and I'll be like, I finally have time to edit this video.
Anyway, let's wrap it up, girl. Thanks everyone.
Yeah,
this was a very interesting episode, I think. Let us know.
We did well to stay on topic for most of it.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Your thoughts in the comments, and send us a text if you're listening. Like and subscribe on YouTube if you like us, if you want to see more of us. I haven't checked how many of our viewers aren't subscribed. I forgot.
Oh yeah,
I forgot.
Dang it.
But if you're not subscribed,
subscribe.
Just do it. It's literally free.
It's free, and it makes no difference to your life.
But it makes a difference to us.
Yeah. We should say that at the beginning of the video, so then everyone subscribes.
Yeah, because no one stays to the end.
No one stays to the end. If you have stayed to the end,
comment
down below.
Comment what?
Also, special extra question then. If you had to make a fursuit, what would your persona be? What animal?
Good one. What would yours be? Mama, we need to wrap this shit up.
I think it would be...
Mine would be an owl.
Oh. I've seen a mushroom. And I don't really know how that's a furry.
Mama, that's not a furry.
Well, they
It's
are.
got no
They
fur.
have a full fursuit, and they're a mushroom.
Mushrooms don't have fur. Right.
I think I would probably be a wolf.
How
I don't know
original.
why. I just think...
How original.
Or...
A bear.
I don't see any bears.
No? Well, there you go. People love bears.
But I don't want to be the first. I'm sure I wouldn't be the first.
In the world. Anyway, girl, we don't have time.
Yes, we do. What are we going to do instead?
We've already done all the outro stuff. We can't go on another tangent now. Thank you. Give us a review.
Right, next
please.
episode is going to be, what persona would you be?
Right. People have stuff to do. Go on about your days.
Yeah.
Have a nice week. We're not going to record for like 3 weeks.
Maybe a week. Oh,
I'm going to Cyprus. Yeah. So next time you see us, for you it's going to be next week. For us, it's going to be in a month or so.
Wait, when do you go?
I go on the 21st till the 1st of Feb.
Oh, that's like 3 weeks away. 2 weeks away.
Yeah, 2 weeks away. But then next week you're away.
Maybe.
Anyway, doesn't matter for people. So yeah, we'll have lots to talk about next time.
Wow, amazing.
We're not running out of ideas.
Right. Like, subscribe.
We've already said it. Bye.
Oh, okay. Fuck my
Say bye,
bag.
girl.
Bye. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye
now.
Bye now.
Bye. Have you seen that on Toy Story, the Barbie? She's
yes.
like, bye now.
Yes.
Bye. Anyway, bye.
Bye.